Hey everybody, good morning. I think I'm supposed to talk now.
One of us has
I'm
to talk.
hmm?
Said one of us has to talk, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can start it off. So, hey, how's it going? Welcome back from the restream shift. My name is moonblazewolf. I'm a gay furry speedrunner, and I'm gonna play Fire Emblem Three Houses for you this morning. So I hope everybody is ready for that.
Heck yeah. Let me refresh the bid site real quick.
Yeah,
We'll see
I can
what we're
get that.
gonna name Byleth.
Yes, and it is female Byleth, by the way.
Yes. Let's show our options. Brief. So someone I don't know if this is meant to be literal or they let me check something really quick. Sorry. I'm gonna
Okay.
see they
I think I know what you need to check. It's cool.
Yeah, I just need to make sure that's actually technically what's going on. Let me make sure.
Well, while the host is checking on that, let me just tell you a little bit about this game. So this is a tactical RPG with anime story elements, I guess is how I kind of describe it. So if you have not seen this game before, if you have not played this game before, it has a grid-based combat system, kind of like a Final Fantasy Tactics esque system. You can do relationships with the characters in the game. Some of them you can even do same-sex relationships with, which is really cool, and part of the reason why I wanted to submit it to this marathon in particular. So yeah, we're actually going to be playing as the Black Eagles house today, which is the only one of the three main houses where you can do that same-sex relationship option with the house leader, which is kind of cool, in my opinion. So, and yeah, there's a lot technically kind of going on under the hood, but basically just don't worry about it too much. There's some broken abilities that I will call out. There are some specific battles that I will call out. There's 20 battles in the run. There are 18 chapter battles, there's a prologue battle, and there is one practice battle that I have to do. When you play this game casually, especially if you do all of the social stuff, completing a casual playthrough of this game probably takes about 45 hours, I would say, on average, depending on how like deep down the rabbit hole you go. But yeah, we're not going to do too much of that. Although, interestingly enough, the route that I'm doing today, the Black Eagles route, is actually the only one of the main speedruns where you do actually have to worry about those social dynamics, at least a little bit. So we do have to kind of woo Edelgard, who is the house leader of the Black Eagles. So you all have that to look forward to. Some awesome social relationship building action. In addition to an RPG and combat things.
Okay, I needed to make sure this wasn't a technical error on our end. So someone donated to name Byleth blank. And
Yes.
I assume that's what we're going with, because that is not a technical error. That looks like somebody actually input that.
Sounds good. Like there's a Final Fantasy blank, I believe. Final Fantasy IX has a blank, so I'm gonna assume it's a something to do with that.
Yeah, I assume it's a reference. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like someone donated towards it but forgot to insert the field. I just wanted to make sure that was not the case.
Byleth is named this field intentionally left blank.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that wasn't a like, oops, you donated towards this but forgot to enter this field, because I'm not sure what the like if there's a check thing for that. But anyway, that's Byleth's name blank.
So I think that means that we're good to go then.
Yes, you are.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna start then. Time will begin when I choose to not play in online mode, so it's not right away. I'll give a countdown. I assume chat and everybody else is ready too. So let's do some Fire Emblem. We're playing on normal classic difficulty. There are reasons for that I will explain as we are going along. But yeah, I'm ready to go, and we can go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so welcome to Fire Emblem. About a third of this run is cutscenes. I will do my best to skip all of them, but it also gives lots of time for donations to get read. if that is your thing, to donate money to the Trevor Project, which I wholeheartedly encourage. We're going to be playing as female Byleth today, and the name that you selected is blank, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Thank you again for all the donations to that bid war. And we are going to choose a birthday of 6/1. It's kind of a minor thing. It just sort of optimizes a couple things here. And we are already off to the prologue battle. So for those of you who have played the game casually, let's get some call outs in chat. What's everybody's favorite house to play as, or what's the one that kind of drew you to it off the bat? Because I know that's always kind of a fun thing. Mine actually was Black Eagles. I found Edelgard to be a pretty compelling character, made a very good first impression on me when I did not know what the heck I was doing. So this was my original house, and it's also the original house that I learned to speedrun as well, although I do all three now. But not the church route. We don't talk about the church route.
No, we don't talk about the church route. Mine was actually Golden Deer.
Nice.
Was really like the second I saw him and like saw his dialogue, I was like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Funny, but somehow serious. Gotta do it.
I can get that. I can appreciate that. All right, so this is there's basically two kinds of battles in this game. They're what are known as kill the commander battles, and they're known as rout battles. ROUT. This first one is a kill the commander battle. That is the commander. His name is Costas. We killed him, so the battle is over. And now we're just skipping more cutscenes. All right. Now, between battles, the game kind of goes through this cycle of you do a battle, you go to the monastery. The monastery is, it's kind of like anime Hogwarts. So that's sort of how I think about it. There's a bunch of professors, there's a bunch of students who are very talented and probably doing things that most students in high school should not be being asked to do. And you are one of the professors. For some reason, they just kind of put you in charge of one of the three houses. So the first thing that we're going to do is pick which house we want to lead. And yeah, we have three choices: the Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. And for this route, we're going to choose the Black Eagles. Now, the Black Eagles is the one route of the three. We were talking about something called the church route just a second ago, where it does actually branch into two options. The actual anime Hogwarts school is really a monastery called Garreg Mach. So the church is like the powers that be in the monastery. So if you choose wrong, or if you don't build up your relationship with Edelgard enough, you will get, and I won't say more than this, but you will not do the route that I'm doing today. You will do what is known as the church route. So we'll try to keep the spoilers to a minimum, because I know there are probably people who have played this game but haven't played all three houses, or haven't done all of the routes. And then there's people that haven't and might be interested in playing it. So, it's three very distinct storylines, three very distinct speedruns. They share some maps and different things, but each of the runs is different, which for me is very cool as a runner of this game, to have so many different options as far as, play styles and, just kind of how the game can work. So. But yeah, so we are officially Black Eagles now, and we're going to be off to, after just a little bit of monastery time. We get kind of like a shortened month this first month, and then the next month is really like the full-on tutorial month, where they kind of tell you about all the different things that you can do in the monastery. So for now, we're just going to kind of get a little bit more information here, and then we're going to be off to the first real battle of the game, which is honestly, like, as a speedrunner, like one of the most nerve-wracking in the game. So definitely kind of, hoping that we get off on the right foot here. For this time in the monastery, I just am required to go talk to my house leader, who is Edelgard, and she is right there. So also, happy birthday, Ferdinand von Eyre. Walking meme, Ferdinand von Eyre.
Happy birthday, Ferdinand von Eyre. Yeah.
He is known for being Ferdinand von Ayer.
Yeah,
that's about
the
it.
meme. That's the meme.
Yeah, you'll hear it in just a second. You actually get to hear it in this run, which is kind of fun.
Oh yes, it's the good stuff.
Yeah, I'll be quiet for that. But yeah, this battle's actually kind of scary because it's the only one where you don't have access to what's called the Divine Pulse mechanic, which is if I make a mistake in any battle after this, I can just back it up and do something different and try again. In this one, if you screw up, you're kind of just dead. So, whoops. Wake up, fingers. All right, so just a little bit of setup here, and we're off.
I'm sure you're ready.
And wait for it, wait for it.
I am Ferdinand.
Never gets old.
Oh yeah.
As you wish.
All right, so this battle in particular is also heavily scripted. There's a lot of RNG in the battle system in this game. Most of the time you have a % chance to hit, which is completely RNG. Enemies have a chance to hit you that is completely RNG. Criticals are completely RNG. So there's just a lot of RNG in this game. And it's really great when things go right. And then obviously there are the times when things don't go right. And that is when we don't like this game as much. But it also adds a nice challenge. And I'm actually somebody who, when I first started doing speedruns, I'm a randomizer person. So I started learning, doing speedruns with the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise randomizer, which I actually ran at last year's Power Up with Pride in a 4-way race, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, so, you know, some call it bad RNG. I call it playing a randomizer when it comes to this game. So, all right, we're gonna take out Claude here. This is the second kind of battle, by the way. I mentioned one type is kill the commander. This next type that I'm doing right here is what's called a rout battle, and that is where I have to kill all of the units on the battlefield. So definitely just it plays out a little bit differently. But we're just kind of cruising along here. We're getting our first couple levels, and yeah, we're doing good. Ferdinand von Ayer's doing Ferdinand von Ayer things.
Ferdinand.
Yeah, he gets to help out in this battle. Unfortunately, that is the only one, but you know, he gets to help a little bit. We'll be done here in just a second as soon as we can get up to the last unit here. Another element of RNG in this game is the stats that you get when you level up. And unfortunately, I'm not getting the greatest stats right now. There we go. Whenever I level up, I'm looking for two things in particular. I'm looking for strength and I'm looking for speed. If I don't get those things, I'm going to be sad. If I do get those things, I'm going to be happy. Strength is essentially converts directly to damage. So every time you get a strength, you get more damage in your attacks. Speed is a little more complicated. The main value of speed in this run is it allows you to do double attacks. I believe you have 4 or more speed than a unit that you're attacking, you get 2 attacks. And obviously being able to do double damage is better. So we're really hoping for both. I think Blank is off to a little bit of a slow start, but hopefully we'll get caught up here in the next little bit. And this is going to be our first month really kind of properly introduced to all of the things that you can do in the monastery. I don't know if we have any donations or anything, but we can certainly do those anytime we're in the monastery, really.
Okay. I don't actually have any donations, but maybe to incentivize some people, if you're watching Power Up with Pride 2020, this is the last day. This is the last day of the marathon. I normally would be like, we're here from June 12th to the 14th, but we're only here for today. So we're raising money for the Trevor Project, and the Trevor Project is a leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. If you want to learn a little bit more about them and where this money goes, you can use !charity in the chat, and you can check out their website. And also, we don't touch any of the donations. Every time you donate, it goes directly to their PayPal, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, is there a cut? Is there anything that we touch? The only thing we touch is all of your subs and bits at the end of the marathon. Once Twitch pays them out to us at the end of the month, they'll also go to Trevor. We'll be donating them directly, and then we will update on Twitter and Discord when we donate them.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm kind of just running around doing errands right now. And now we're actually to a slightly interesting part. So all of our students have goals, and we're going to set our goals specifically so that they get certain stats, not really stats, but abilities, and the ability to unlock certain jobs. It had to be... Okay. I was writing down like the answers for each of the students before my run, and the only one I didn't have was Dorothea. So of course it picked Dorothea for me in that first month. So that's the thing. The funny thing about those, you'll get one of those per month as long as you have a student who hasn't asked you a question yet, and you want to give the worst answer that you can, which just sounds like an awful thing to say, but for the purposes of the speedrun, you want to be give as much bad advice as you can, because that minimizes the amount of what's called Professor XP that you get, and that keeps your levels down, and you get less like little cutscenes when you level up. So it's a very minor optimization, but it's also just kind of fun to give really bad life advice. All right, and this is just this is like a practice battle. The game is kind of showing you how you can do battles in between your main story battles, usually for story purposes, but sometimes you'll use them to either grind XP or items as well. So, all right, I'm getting a little bit better here. I'd love to see a level where I got strength and speed. That would be cool. Oh, well, at least I got some speed now. I'm kind of caught up there. I can work with low strength. There's really nothing you can do about low speed. So yeah, we're just kind of farming all of the experience onto Blank here, and yeah, we're gonna supercharge Blank, and Blank is really gonna carry like the first 2/3 of the run, I would say. And then later on, it's going to plop onto Edelgard, and Edelgard is really going to carry the second half of the run. So it's a good team that way. They make a good duo, make a good combo. So yeah, so this month again is kind of like the tutorial month. The first month they required us to explore, or the first week I should say, they required us to explore. The second week they required us to do that practice battle. And then this final week, we're going to have to do what's called a seminar, which is where you get like extra instruction from one of the other professors at Garrig Mach. We are going to get a lecture from Manuela, who teaches us faith and sword, mostly for the sword, because I want that that next ability that I just learned. That is going to keep me advancing up the sub job ranks, because this game also has a job system. So I'm gonna unlock some different jobs as the run goes on here. But first we have to go on a field trip. And this is unfortunately the moment where we're gonna bid adieu to most of our students that we are not going to be using for the remainder of the run. So if you have a favorite student who is not named Edelgard or Lindhart in the Black Eagle's house, you might want to go ahead and just kind of mentally prepare yourself. Because they're not going to be here much longer. Although they'll still appear in certain cutscenes and things like that. So we know they're just like kind of chilling in the infirmary is what I like to think.
I want a small moan of silence for Ferdinand von Aegir.
we can do that.
I'm gonna miss him a lot. He's so good.
He didn't do anything wrong other than being kind of a snob.
That's what we love about him, though.
We will get to meet his dad later on.
As you wish.
His dad's almost as obnoxious as he is. All right, so these two enemies barreling down here, they're kind of the MVPs of this battle, because I really need them to, be very efficient in their work, which is going to be taking out everybody except for Edelgard here. Meanwhile, Byleth is going to advance up the map, and this is another kill the commander map, so there is a commander at the end. We're going to kill them, and then the fight will be over. And if things time out perfectly, I should get to the commander right around the same time that my final unit, not named Edelgard, is getting taken out. There's a strength. Let's go.
Heck yeah. That's the good stuff.
So yeah, we're already kind of supercharged to the point where these main enemies don't really worry us too much. Oh, except when they critical me randomly. Okay. Let's see here. So I need to go back here. This is Divine Pulse, by the way. Divine Pulse lets you undo your mistakes. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, one of those guys got a critical on me pretty bad there. So we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
So, just a side commentary, since when I was a little bit older and found out what emulators are, I've played a lot of Fire Emblem games, and what I would do is I would like rewind the game when I would mess up, so I didn't have to like didn't have to lose units. And so when this game came out and they had the Divine Pulse, I was like, oh, my prayers have been answered. I no longer have to struggle to rewind in my emulator or something, you know?
Yeah, it's a great mechanic that way for sure.
It's very beginner friendly too. That's something that that has really kept a lot of people from playing this game, is where they're like, oh, I permanently lose a unit, you know, if I play on the normal one, and it's like really turned off. But now it's like, you have Divine Pulse, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, and also like you don't have to play on the casual difficulty, which is what I'm doing for the speedrun. You can or I'm sorry, I'm playing on
normal
classic difficulty. You can play on a casual difficulty where your units do not die if they fall in combat. So so yeah, this game is like extremely beginner friendly, I would say.
Which is really good considering it's its first entry on the Switch, and it's comes out very strong.
Yeah, and it's really got like a lot of different cross appeal. It's one of those games that's trying to do a lot. And you know, you can have like traditional RPG fans that are into it. You can have more of like the people who enjoy visual novels that are in it, and it's also like extremely deep in terms of the systems and combat and stuff like that. So it's just a really well done game in terms of what they've thought out. You know, I really like the fact that they do include some of the same-sex relationship options, which, as someone who just finished playing Persona 5 again, that part, you know, would have been nice to have a little bit of that added in, but you know, it is what it is. So
yeah, well. It's an Atlas game. We can't expect much, honestly.
Yeah. You just you want to reward, you want to call out good behavior when you see it. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna explore once this month. I'm headed down here to the marketplace, and I'm gonna buy my first battalion. Battalions they do two things. They give you increased stats, so they give you stat bonuses. So they're kind of like equipment in that regard. And then they also give you a special ability. And in this case, the special ability that I just got is called Stride. Edelgard has an ability called Stride now. And what that's going to do, I'm not going to use it this next battle, but it's going to give me additional movement. And really, there's kind of like 3 broken abilities in this game, and Stride is the first one that we're going to get here. So.
Happy birthday to the 2 birthdays that just passed. I didn't see.
Oh, we actually have a really important birthday this month that I need to not skip. So on the 22nd, we all need to say happy birthday, Edelgard. Happy birthday, Edelgard.
Yay! Happy birthday, Edelgard.
Yep.
And she loved the birthday flowers. That's good.
They always love the birthday flowers. Everybody loves birthday flowers. Just get people birthday flowers already.
That's what I'm gonna ask for my birthday, is birthday flowers. But like, did you give me birthday flowers? Like, yeah.
I would not be unhappy with birthday flowers ever. The other like universal gift that everybody loves in this game for whatever reason is owl feathers. So yeah, flowers and owl feathers. You know, if you're ever looking for something whoops, we're all set to go. Ever looking for like a gift that you cannot possibly go wrong with, those would be my 2 recommendations.
Stay focused.
Okay, so this is the chapter 3 battle, and I just realized I messed up. Let me see. Oh, God. Yep, I can't do what I need to do. So, okay, we're just gonna make it work. It'll be fine. I forgot to become a mercenary, so that's gonna cost me a little bit here probably, but I should still be able to do the fight in my current class. I was too busy talking about birthday flowers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I distracted you.
No, you're fine. I should have done it earlier in the month.
I'm just having fun.
It's cool. No, I'm very chill right now. This is fun, so don't worry about it. If for some reason I horribly bomb out of this battle, I'll just we'll be okay. We'll go back. we'll make it work. The main thing that's going to make this stink is I'm going to be missing out on one movement, but other than that, it should basically just be the same. It's just going to take me a little longer to get where I need to go. Yep, I need to be a little careful here. So we're going to go there. This is what's called a fog of war map. There is an enemy that is in those bushes right there that I need to... There he is, yeah. That mage right there. Need to take the mage out, so hopefully we can do that. Perfect. And there's the true end boss, that old guy over there. So assuming that I don't fall here, I'm a little low on health, but I think I'll be okay. Really use some more strength. Okay.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna take this fight super carefully, I think, considering the circumstances. So we're gonna let Catherine help us out. Catherine's got a big relic sword, which is good. I would always recommend if you're gonna be in an RPG to have a big flaming sword. They tend to be really good at doing RPG things. All right, so we're just gonna keep moving on up here. I'm gonna make sure I keep my health nice and high, and then we just kind of need to bust through this line up here.
Stay focused.
And yeah, we're gonna get through this. Don't worry about it. It's a pretty bad mistake on my part, but it happens. And hopefully the game will not punish me here with a gambit. Nice. Those units right there can really mess you up if they land a good attack. Ooh, I got a good level finally. All right. Catherine likes to let me take this last guy out here. So okay, we made it. We made it, and we got a good level. So I basically didn't get punished in any way other than time, and maybe burning through my equipment a little bit more. There is equipment durability in this game, so I may need to pick up an extra pair of gauntlets at some point just to be able to make it through. But I have a pretty easy moment that I can do that anyway. And yeah, I'll just we'll get back on track here. This month's pretty chill. There's only one thing I need to do this month other than the battle, which is I need to hop into I need to go to church with Edelgard because that will get me a bunch more social points. So we'll do that. So if there's anything else to read off or anything else that you want to do, I would say this is another good time for it. There's lots of those in this run though, so don't worry about it if it's not.
No, there's not, but I just want to remind everybody of a couple incentives coming up later in the day. We have quite a few going on for naming some characters and choosing the game. So for the Pokemon trading card game, we have a name the character bid war. Right now it's Snake Mom and Peekaboo, I think that's how you say that there. Yeah, Peekaboo. With Snake Mom leading with a total of 69. Nice. And Peekaboo in second with $10. And then for Pokemon Puzzle League, the runner is so good, they can either run the Game Boy Color version or they could run the N64 version, and you get to pick.
Wow.
N64 version is in a lead with 15 to the Game Boy Color version being at 0. So if you want to see one version over the other, definitely use ! incentives in chat to see which one you might want to pick, and then use ! donate so you can donate and we can choose some cool things.
Yeah, please donate for cool things and give lots of money to the Trevor Project. Okay, so this is the Chapter 4 battle. This is the first one where we're going to use that stride ability that I picked up last chapter, and you'll be able to tell pretty quickly just how broken the ability is because it gives me +4 movement to any affected unit, and it does have a range as well. So we're going to give Blank a healthy boost of zoom this fight. So
I will prevail.
and we also get to meet the Death Knight, who is an interesting early villain in this game. He's very menacing and has a skull for a head, so you know that's usually a bad sign right there. You want that person on your side usually. So all right, my speed is totally fine right now. By the way, I'm definitely still lacking in the strength department, but like I said, we'll make it work. That was the fight, by the way. I don't have to actually kill the Death Knight in that battle. I just have to get past him. So easy enough. And now we got our own shiny glowy sword, which is really cool. So we're going to be using that with Byleth, or with Blank, I should say. We're going to be using that and some gauntlets for basically the rest of the run. So we're pretty much good on the weapon front. Although I suspect because of that low strength, I'm going to have to dip into the armory one more time to pick up a special sword for a fight later on. So, but yeah, we're just cruising right along here. This next chapter coming up, the chapter 5 battle, is one of the 2 really long battles in the run. Even with that stride mechanic, the map is just so big and there's so much that we need to do that there's nothing really to do other than kind of slog through it. So we're going to be in this next battle for a few minutes here once we get there. Don't really have anything to do in the monastery this month. And we also ran out of students to teach, so we're just going to be skipping right to the end here. My other students did not pass the test back in chapter 2, so we're just rolling with these 2 for now. And in this fight, in this battle, I'm not actually going to use Edelgard or Linthart either. It's just going to be Byleth and or Blank again. And by the way, thank you for picking a name for the naming incentive, something that started with B, so it doesn't like completely mess me up when I'm trying to like remember what to call Byleth in this run. That's really, really nice of everyone.
I don't know if you saw the other names, but
I did. They all started with B. It was great.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all so good. I was hoping for actual Byleth, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the other possibilities were Byleth, like Bi, and then Bayleth, which I also really liked. So
they're all so good. Like all the names were good.
Yeah, they were excellent. So y'all did good with suggestions. So. We're also joined by we have a guest in this battle with us, and that is our buddy Gilbert, who will hopefully help us for quite a while. But usually he kind of nopes out a little bit towards the end. So yeah, it's like this. It's kind of like a spiral. So we're just sort of working our way around here. There is one special NPC or enemy that we're gonna fight. In just a second. I need some more healing items. In the meantime, this entire map is flooded with NPC or enemy units, and because we're kind of going around the outside like this, we're actually going to trick most of them into passing us. You kind of see them down there. They're going to keep going to the right. I'm going to keep sneaking around here to the left. You'll just have to wait and see. This is the special guy. He's over here in the corner. He has a item called the accuracy ring that I really, really want. So we're going to take that from him. Thank you very much. That will help us out a lot over the course of the run. Hey, strength. Love it. Where's my items? There we go. But yeah, all of those other units pretty much have passed by now, so we're just gonna work our way through a couple more archers to the boss here. And they're all gonna kind of gang up on Gilbert over there. But this is exactly how you want this battle to go. So that's good. Because of because there's so much stuff, even like enemy units have a certain amount of their actions kind of dictated by RNG. So like the idea of a battle going exactly to script like almost never happens in this game outside of like the first chapter. You really do just have to improvise quite a bit. So, all right. Oh no, he's not dead yet. This is my low strength coming into play here. There we go. Gosh, that was another bad level. Okay. He turns into a big awful beast, and yeah, that is something that we're gonna have to deal with here. So what I'm gonna do, because I needed to definitely play this fight kind of safe, I'm going to try to get around him to this. There's a healing tile right behind me, and I'm just gonna stand there for the rest of the fight. But the way these monster enemies work in this game is you can see those two diamonds, those two red diamonds. That is kind of like their shields, and you have to work through their shields in order to finish defeating them. So that's what we're doing here. We're just kind of poking away at them with our bow. We're standing on this defense tile, which is giving us increased defense as well as healing us every turn. So that's pretty great. Hey, I got a critical there. That was nice.
Heyo.
Nice. Okay, so that's kind of a long battle that you just have to sort of slog through. There is a cool skip for that battle in the Golden Deer route, but it's because of one specific character that you only have access to in that run. We got some required cutscenes here. Most of the cutscenes in this game, in this run, you can skip, but some of them you cannot. So we take what we can get. All right, this is a pretty important month as far as progressing on the social side and doing some other out of battle stuff. So I'm gonna be extra careful not to forget anything before the chapter 6 battle here. I have kind of like a laundry list of things that I need to do before this next fight in order for it to go smoothly. So, and it's gonna also set me up with another new character that will help me out for pretty much the rest of the run to Shamir the. She's kind of the assassin professor. Not quite sure how that works as far as like teaching the students to be assassins, but I guess that's kind of her job, so cool. But the main story thing for this chapter is Flane has gone missing. Flane is one of the NPCs from the monastery, and we have to find them. So the first thing I did there, Edelgard got the C rank in flying, which is all we need for her to become a Wyvern Rider later on in the run. So I switched her to a different goal, heavy armor, so that she can start leveling that up, because she'll get an ability later on that helps to mitigate her worst skill, which is her speed. All right. And then I grabbed an eagle feather. I tagged the entrance hall for later. And now I need to go up here and I need to complete a quest. This quest will allow me to give gifts to my fellow, or I shouldn't say my fellow students, but my students. And got that done. So now we need to start giving things to Edelgard so that she likes us more. And we're going to start with a couple of the things that I just got as rewards for that quest.
We must, if shoot for hoop, let's gather.
And I'm just going to double check.
In this game is wooing them. They're so good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do that, and also very realistic because you know the best way to get people like you is to give them stuff. So, but we're good with Edelgard. I did a quick check of the support menu there, and there was a mark there that indicates that I did achieve what I needed to level her up. The social stat system in this game is a little bit confusing, just in the sense that when you're playing through it, it shows you like 1 or 2 arrows when you like give a gift or do a thing that people like. Oh shoot, I just really screwed up. I need to actually go back. That was bad. I spammed right through that when I didn't want to. Hold on. It's going to be a little bit of time loss. I'm sorry, everybody. This is early morning Blaze trying to self-commentate and do his run at the same time. So don't worry about it though. We'll be fine. Just
I'm here
get
for
to
moral support.
Yes. Distract everyone with donations. Let's do that. I did that in my last warm-up last night too. It kind of bugs me. But it's okay. We're fine. I skipped through a cutscene right there that I needed to go to with Edelgard when you rank up with her, because it actually gives you social points when you go into that cutscene. And because I didn't do that, I would not have been able to get the next rank up, because the social points are pretty tightly routed in this game. And if you don't get those 2 rank ups, you literally cannot do the Black Eagle route to completion. So this is like an absolute run killer that I just missed. I just spammed through one too many cutscenes. It's
Cutscene spam too strong.
the perils of a speedrunner in a game with a bazillion cutscenes. If you spam through the one that you actually need to go into, it is very bad.
The need to go fast, it's in us all. It's okay.
I know. We'll be fine though. It's fine. We're just being cozy. We're having a good morning here.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday! I missed it. I missed your name, but it's another birthday.
Happy birthday, whoever you are.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go through this stuff again, and then I will. I don't know. I'll like safety save or something. I just feel bad. I never do that, and then I did it last night in my last practice run, and then I did it again just now. So.
I'm gonna put a tally on the board for that's ever happened before. Dick.
I mean it has, but you don't want it to happen. It's fine. You just get a little bit more Fire Emblem, you know?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm always down for more Fire Emblem.
Yeah. It's unfortunately repeat, but you know.
Power up 2021. Oops, all Fire Emblem.
Yes. Come on. There we go. That cursor has like no rhyme or reason, by the way. Like it does, but it doesn't work the way that you think it will. Like if you hit down, it goes to the left.
If she for her poop, let's get it. Thank you.
All right, and we're good. And let's go. Let's run. Do. Here we go. We get to talk to Annette again. Yay.
Yay.
Hi, Annette. I love Annette. Annette's a great character, by the way. In the Blue Lions run, Annette is fantastic. All right. See, like, why does it put it there? That's so confusing to me. There we go. So I had to do that. And now we're good. It's just a little bit odd too. Like it's not 100% predictable when that cutscene is going to come, because you also get social points for things that happen in battle. So it's not perfect. And usually it comes at the beginning of the next month. So that's when I'm used to seeing it. But for whatever reason, these last couple times it actually sticks it right on battle day, which is like the worst day to have something like that because you're just trying to get to the battle. So. All right, this is a really, really cool casual battle. There's like teleport pads. Oh boy, we're gonna get more bad luck. It's fine though. I'm gonna use my RNG reset here with Divine Pulse. Okay, now we should be okay. The way RNG resetting works in this game is basically just don't do the same thing twice in a row. If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same result. Wow, this is like the worst Byleth I have had in a really, really long time.
Thanks.
Poor Blank is trying.
Blank is trying. It's not Blank's fault. They really got thrown into a thing here with Power Up with Pride, and I'm sure they're just trying their best, so. All right, so we're going to finish off the Death Knight here. But anyway, like I was saying, when you play the game casually, this is just like a really cool, interesting battle. You have to like decide if you want to disable all the traps or, you know, take out all the enemies, or you can fight the Death Knight head on. It usually does not go very well in casual playthroughs of this game because he is much, much stronger than you, even in this. And the only way I could even do that is with a lot of healing and a special ability from Annette called Rally. But yeah, when you have Shamir, you can basically just get set up to shoot the Death Knight through the wall like that. And cheese that particular fight, which again is just such a cool battle in the casual playthrough of the game. So
Hey, Moonblaze, can I ask a question?
yes.
I was also curious about this, but is there a reason you can't view the support scene from the support menu?
You can go back and view the support scene again. It will not give you the social points. At least I'm almost positive that is the case. I can't say 100% for sure that I have tried it, but I know that so if I skip a cutscene, like let's say in a pre-battle, and then I go back and watch it, it will not award me any social points for rewatching it if I already went through and like, you know, basically skipped through it or made the wrong choice. So I assume the same thing applies to those other cutscenes as well, but I guess I don't know 100% for sure. But either way, hopefully we'll be fine. This battle is going to be a little bit terrifying for me with this low strength blank here, because this is another really long map. It's a route battle, so I have to fight both houses at the same time. Happy birthday, other characters that are not in my house. Although I think Lindhart might have. No, I think Lindhart's like next month.
It was Ash and Cyril.
That's right. Ash is one of my favorite characters, by the way. I love
Ash is
Ash.
good.
Yeah, Ash is a good bean. Okay.
Run.
So yeah, so this battle, it's kind of us against the world. The nice thing about this battle is this is what's called a mock battle. So it doesn't really apply to Byleth or to Blank and Edelgard, unfortunately. But with my other characters, they can die, and it's okay. So we are going to be bringing Flane into battle with us here to kind of help us out in that respect.
Stay focused.
Provide some additional healing and assistance. And we'll also have Lindhart on backup duty in case we need more heals later on. But yeah, this is the most random battle in the game as well. Wow. And the reason it's the most random is you have all of these enemies and all of these other units from the different houses kind of crashing into each other in the middle of the map here. Whoops. And it is very, very random, you know, who's going to come out on top. There's a couple of really scary units. One of them is barreling down on me right now. That is Ingrid on the Pegasus there. Gonna take her out, thankfully. All right, we got a strength. Very exciting at this point. Just for reference, I'm at 19 strength right now. The bare minimum for the battle after this that I'm looking for is 24. So I'm just like way behind schedule on strength right now. I do have a backup which should be fine, but it's still just it's not what you want. And the way the stat builds, the stat ups work in this game is you are more likely to get certain stats like strength and speed that are more beneficial to your main character. So the fact that I don't have those is very bad luck. I like to think of it as like a bell curve. You know, most of the time you're going to get a quote unquote average main character, but there's a certain percentage of the time where you're going to get a really good one, and then there's a certain percentage of the time where you're going to get a really bad one. So in this case, I think we're going to be in one of those situations where we get a bad one, unfortunately. But again, there really isn't anything we can do about it, so we're just gonna make the best of the situation and press onward. And oh man, that did not go well for me. I am probably gonna die here because there's Dimitri. Yeah, Dimitri is pretty scary. Okay, so I need to actually I'm gonna go back here and let's approach this ace from a slightly different angle.
Stay focused.
Again, very important Fire Emblem rule. If something goes wrong, don't do the same thing again, do something different. And that helps, usually. Here, let's go here. And I'm actually going to bring you back here, and hopefully you'll stay safe now. I may need to run back to that safety bush. We'll see here.
Stay focused.
I think this is going to be okay, maybe. That's fine that Flame died. That part I don't mind. Because again, this is a mock battle, so I'll get Flame back later. Do we have any strength fixing items? I see a question in chat. We get one in chapter 9, but I need to save it for Edelgard. After this battle, it's not going to matter that much. So I know I'm kind of, I don't want to say obsessing about it right now, but you know, it's mostly just because it makes these particular fights very dangerous. But we should be out of the woods pretty soon. Also, the game's going to just decide to give you 3 strength in this battle, so that's kind of cool. Thanks, game. Appreciate you.
It finally caught up. It said, well, I'm going to bestow you the strength now. Here you go.
Yeah. This blank is just a late bloomer. That's all it is. Oh, by the way, I only have 1 unit left to kill, so this part actually, the late part of this battle actually went pretty well. Like I said, it's so random, like what kind of chapter 7 battle you're going to get, so we just have to take out Claude here. And got him.
Goodbye, Claude.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good chapter 7, except for that one fight that I should have known better and had to reset that one time. But ending on turn 21 is pretty good for that fight.
Like Blank just returns from battle all swollen, and everyone's like, what happened? And you're like, I gained 3 strength.
Had a good day on the battlefield there. Yeah, and yeah, the different jobs that you equip, so like right now I'm a mercenary, they do actually give you a better chance of getting a particular stat up, a slightly better chance of getting a particular stat up. So the fact that I've been a mercenary now for like 12 or 13 levels and still have this low of a strength is just particularly annoying. So, but again, it's Fire Emblem things. And I love this game. I love speedrunning this game. There's certain things about it that you just have to kind of like learn how to deal with, and it's fine.
Technique. Professor, that.
Okay, so we're not going to do anything in the we're actually only going to go into the monastery one more time now. Next month. I think that was Lindhart's birthday, by the way, for those who are Lindhart fans.
Happy birthday, Lindhart. I am a fan of him. I picked him with Male by Lift to Woo, and I was very happy. I was very happy with that.
That's cool. Nothing against Lindhart. He's not really my type, but I appreciate that he is an option.
I love sleepy boys. He is
the ultimate sleepy boy.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So there's because my strength is so low, there's a special sword that I'm going to get before this battle, because there's a couple heavily armored units that are going to give me trouble with low strength. But I'm going to get a sword called the Armor Slayer, and it does exactly what you would expect it to do. It deals bonus damage to armored units. So that should help me get through this battle. So we're going to head back here. I'm also going to buy another set of steel gauntlets, because I don't trust my current pair of steel gauntlets to make it to the end of... Where are you, Armor Slayer? There we go. I don't trust my my current pair of gauntlets to make it to the final, to the end of this half of the game, so... Alright, and then the other thing I just did there is I bought a new battalion for Blank to start using. We're actually going to kind of like pre-level that battalion right now, and then it's going to be all set for Edelgard to use in the second half of the run. So this is a kill the commander battle. This is your first taste of the anime betrayals in this particular game. So, all right, I need to go to the convoy. I need to get rid of that, and I need my Armor Slayer, please. Okay. And hopefully these armored units will come down and just darn it, I missed. So it's gonna take me one extra turn to get through this, but that's fine. Nothing you can do about it. And I'm probably going to need to move Edelgard as well. Otherwise, she'll get bonked. Oh, I have really good dexterity. Nope, she's fine. Okay. All right. So this is the commander. We got him. And we are moving on. It is time for the dance competition month, which if you've played this game casually, hopefully you did this, because getting the dancer job unlocked is really great in this game. Even when you're playing it casually, you definitely want to do this, in my opinion. Thankfully, the game kind of like tells you that there's something really important going on, and it tries to tell you how to win. So, in the speedrun, we are going to grab Sylvain to be our dancer in the Black Eagles route. And Sylvain is also the reason why we are playing as female Byleth in this run, which, as awesome as female Byleth is, it is a little bit weird that Sylvain is the reason that we have to be female Byleth in the speedrun. But it's because, and I'll get to this in just a second, most of the characters in the game have a really kind of like stat-based or job-based reason for wanting to join your team or join your house, I guess in this case. Sylvain's a lot simpler. Sylvain just will join as long as you are female Byleth. That is his only requirement for joining your house. So because he comes preloaded with the correct amount of charm to win the dance competition, we always just choose female Byleth so that we woo him into joining our house. But don't worry, we'll put him in his place pretty quickly here. Oh gosh, no, do not end the month. He will not be doing anything other than getting tricked into joining our house, is the way I like to think about it, by our feminine wiles. All right, here's the final gift bombing of Edelgard.
Thank you.
We also found this pen in the back of the room. Looks nice. You can have that. All right, and we're done. Clean up your act, Sylvain.
Let me. Huh. Professor?
All right, and now we're going to get the next rank of social with Edelgard. So we are good on the Black Eagles route now. We will be able to advance to the correct end of the game.
It's all because.
If you're male, you need high charisma and spear. That's probably right. I don't. There's so many different like system-based things in this game. I don't know all of them. I know there are people that do.
Professor?
I'll definitely give some shout outs at the end of the run to some of the folks who have really contributed a lot to our knowledge of the game and the knowledge of the speedrun. But first we got to dance, so. Look at these guys. They're just positively glowing.
Quite literally.
And then there's Hilda. Hilda is also glowing.
Oh, the pure. I vote.
All right, we won.
Yay.
For all the things that are RNG in this game, I'm honestly like, I'm so glad that getting Dancer is not RNG based, because it would just make the speedrun like completely not viable. If like you got into the dance competition and you were up against like Claude and you just couldn't win, because the other two students are just completely random. So,
By the way, happy birthday, Dimitri.
Happy birthday, emo pirate. All right.
It's starting.
All right, so we got one more set of goals here. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I just realized that when I did that reset, I forgot to do the heavy armor, but it's fine. We're going to put Lindhart and Sylvain on authority, and the reason why is there is a really, really good battalion that we're going to have them equip closer to the end of the run, so... Missing out on the ability for Edelgard is a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be a run killer. It just gives me an ability that will increase my speed. But hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll just get a good Edelgard, good Edelgard RNG, and then we just won't have to worry about it. So, okay, got to do a bunch of stuff here. Got to make Sylvain dance. Dance, Sylvain. This battle is against 4 of those demonic beasts. Whoops. And the 2 most important things that need to happen in this battle are this attack needs to connect, and then my next attack needs to connect. That will basically set up the entire rest of the battle if I can get these 2 gambits to land. And that one missed, unfortunately. But that's okay. I've got a lot of options here. Because, again, every time you attack, you reset the RNG. So now we can try again.
To work.
There we go. You can see that tile shatter. That's what I need. And here's the dance ability for the first time. The dance ability gives you an extra turn. So, like in most things in video games and just in general, getting extra turns is really, really useful. Here's a cool little trick, by the way. I can actually go into Blank's inventory with a different character and trade and re-equip a different weapon. So in this case, I put the relic sword back on because it can attack diagonally, and then that gives me a free attack on that beast right there.
Huh.
Fun, cool little piece of tech right there.
I never do that. That is super cool.
It's a little bit, it's not intuitive at all, but it does have a couple kind of limited uses in the speedrun. Whoops.
That actually would have saved me a lot in quite a many cases casually, actually. Like, that's cool to know.
Well, glad to help. Okay, finish this beast off with flame, that's fine. This Byleth is just unfortunately not strong enough to do all of the Byleth things that we need, so...
We still love you, Blank.
Yes. Okay, and that's 3 down, 1 to go. But yeah, you gotta like be able to break those tiles, and then wait, hold on, that's the wrong one. I want to drop a quick safety heal on here because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this off unless I critical. Nope. Let's just pass the turn. Should be fine. Ooh, just barely fine. We got this. Okay. So there's my energy drop. I am going to hold on to that for the second half of the run. It will give +2 strength to a character. So you might be thinking I want to use it on Byleth right now, but I really don't have to do that much more with Byleth in this run. And the things that I do need to do, I should be able to do even with low strength. So. Also, spoiler alert, somebody died. That's very important to us.
Oh, it hurts every time.
I know. Pro strats roll good numbers instead of bad ones. I always try to. This game uses a system called 2RNG, which is a little bit confusing. I won't try to like totally technically explain it, but basically, it always lies to you whenever it gives you a percentage of you doing damage, or like either hitting with a critical or hitting with a regular attack, because it's actually rolling 2 dice instead of 1. But the easy way to like think about it is, if you're above 50%, your chance to hit is actually higher than what it tells you. If you're below 50%, your chance to hit is actually lower than what it tells you. Which is some small comfort, I guess, in either situation. Because if you miss, if you have a good chance to hit and you miss, it means you just got super unlucky. And if you didn't have a good chance to hit in the first place and you miss, it's like, oh, well, it was actually worse than they told me anyway. All right, this battle coming up is really, really annoying in the speedrun. There's a new strat that I actually just learned about within the last week or so. It was developed by one of our community members in the Fire Emblem speedrunning community named Regnar. And it's a great strat because this battle is just incredibly unreliable because there's a boss that I'm going to have to kill. Yeah, so it's XCOM, exactly, Demarine. There's a boss I'm going to have to kill who is extremely evasive and has high defense. So yeah, it's going to be a thing that we have to do. So I'm going to grab this battalion called Fusillade, or the ability is called Fusillade, for Byleth to use in this fight. There she is. There's Kronia. Kronia, the true end boss of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Stay focused.
I screwed up. Hold on. Forgot to do one thing. There we go.
Let us away.
Okay, so that Fusillade battalion is actually a ranged attack, or it's a ranged gambit.
Stay focused.
And what it's going to do is it's going to root Kronia in place from a distance, and it's going to lower some of her stats. So she's just basically staggered. She's still going to get some health back, but I should be able to finish her off, hopefully. Wow, game, please. Nope, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to need to critical you.
Stay focused.
Okay, there we go. I might have... Where's it going to put me? I just realized I did that from range instead of from close up, so should be okay. The movement is like super tight on this second part, so okay, good. It put me in the right spot. That's all I care about. All right, so now we're gonna set up the rest of the fight here, so we should be able to finish it this turn. By the way, Blank glowed up there a little bit and got a even better sword. So that will help moving forward as well. So we got that stride, got that dance. I used warp, by the way. I forgot to mention warp earlier. Warp is like the third of those like super broken abilities. We haven't done anything too broken with it yet, but it ignores terrain. You can move a character across the map in a way that ignores terrain. In this next chapter, that's going to be really important because we're going to need to warp Blank up onto a platform that we would not be able to get to otherwise unless we like ran around on a set of stairs. So we'll have that. Before that, we have to do a very special cutscene with Edelgard to keep the story moving. She is going to put her plan into motion in this chapter. So we'll have that coming up in a second after a little bit more stuff. There's any announcements or anything that you need to make? This would probably be a good time for that.
Well, let's see. I was so absorbed in the run, I haven't been paying attention to anything else, really, to be fair.
that is, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm enjoying bantering with another Fire Emblem fan while I'm doing this run, so.
Yeah. Not donations, but quite a few of our donation incentives are really concentrated near the end of the run. There's choosing the fate of the animals for Super Metroid, which we actually have 2 Super Metroid runs in this marathon. We have Super Metroid Ascent from Linkameister, which is obviously a ROM hack, and then we have Super Metroid Co-op 2-player from Kamaru and Ploff, who is actually a restreamer. Hello, Ploff. The donation incentive counts towards both. So if one chooses over another, by the time that Kamaru and Ploff play, we'll choose the newer one.
Thank you.
Someone sniped it extremely early, and let me pull it. Where did it go? It just disappeared. There it goes. Save the Animals is at $1,273. So I mean,
oh boy.
Yeah, someone sniped it, like literally dropped a K on Save the Animals like the first day, like the first couple hours. We were like, oh.
Sounds like it sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah, save the frames, which is leaving the animals behind, is at $15, and taunt the animals, which is when you just walk in, say hi, and walk out, is at 0. Which I like taunting the animals, to be quite fair. I think it's like, hey, you have to go out of your way to do this, but you're actually not saving them. So there's that. There's choose a character for Odin Spear. It looks like Cornelius is in the lead by $1 with 46 over Velvet at 45.
That's going to be a good bid war. I can tell.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an intense bid war. I think everybody should really get in on that one.
Yeah, and what's cool is Demarine can run all 5 characters, so that's what this is for. It's not just like a skin. It's like there's just different routes with different characters. There's an extra fight with Silhouette Mirage for fighting the Reaper. That is $1,000, and that's at 210. For Shantae, we're gonna rescue or abandon the space hooligans. Rescue is at 110, and abandon is at 4. So people apparently really want to rescue them right now. We met the one for Celeste, which is Watch to the Wave Dash PPT. That's already been met, but naming Madeline is still open. Kate is at 25, and Massey, I believe, is at 20.
Stay focused.
We can choose the top 2 names because that is going to be a race. And then the very end of the marathon for Link's Awakening Switch version, we get to choose the fate of Marin. So we can either choose to save or leave her after completing Eagle Tower. Save is at $11 and leave is at 10. And if I understand the route well enough, you want to leave her because that takes time. So if you really want to make M-Chan suffer, donate to save.
Make the runner suffer for charity.
I'm grateful.
As long as it's for charity, that's what counts, right? All right, so here's that warp I was talking about a little bit ago. We're gonna warp onto this platform so that we can take out, surprise, it's Edelgard. No spoilers. That was actually a really good time to read a bunch of like info because we just were able to kind of gloss over all the spoilery stuff that's going on in this chapter, and yeah, don't worry about it. Except that I do need to use that Armor Slayer again. Looks like.
Stay focused.
I don't always talk a lot, but when I do, it's good.
Yeah, it served its purpose for sure. So don't worry about the fact that we just whacked Edelgard. She's gonna rejoin us again in just a second, so it's cool.
I forgot to ask this, like, I don't know, like 50 minutes ago when I thought about it when I saw you walking through the monastery, but obligatory question.
Yeah.
Can you pet the cat?
You cannot.
Darn.
Yeah, you can interact with them, but you cannot pet them, which is like just very bizarre design choice if you ask me.
Really? I have like 4 or 5 clips on my Switch of like the dogs just staring at a wall and barking or whatever. They're just doing random things, which is barking at nothing.
Yeah, I remember reading about it. I don't remember exactly what the interaction is, but there's not specifically like a pet the animal thing, which is weird because there's like dogs and cats all over Garreg Mach, and like they put them in like on purpose so that you could interact with them, but then they like don't let you pet them. So I don't know. I think you can give them food. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Someone, 2 people in the chat said that in the DLC you can feed them fish and they give you items. So
that's right. Yeah.
That's a good exchange, I think.
Yep. I have not finished the Ashen Wolves DLC, by the way. It doesn't factor into the speedrun. I have it to play casually at some point. I just haven't gotten a chance to do so yet. But it is also very, very cool and very queer. The main character, Yuri, is very positive that way. Very good character, I would say, from everything I've seen and heard. I don't know if it's worth getting based on strictly on that, but it's got that going for it, which is nice.
That's definitely worth it. Like,
yeah.
Queer representation of video games is a good, let me phrase that. Good queer representation of video games is a good reason to pick up a game.
Indeed. Well, and also just, for me personally, it's like, hey, Ashen Wolves, I'm already there. Like if they had been one of the main houses, I would have done that route first for sure. So it's in my name after all. All right. This is the last battle before what's known as the time skip. We'll talk about the time skip a little bit more in terms of mechanics in just a second. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so but there are things that are happening here, and we're basically fighting our way out of the monastery right now. Byleth also, I think I forgot to mention this earlier. Part of why I wasn't super duper concerned about that strength deficiency moving forward is you actually get an advanced job after chapter 10, and it does help to even some of that out if you don't have it. So I need to go get that other. I'm glad I remembered to buy that other pair of steel gauntlets because I need them now because mine broke.
That was a good call.
Yeah, I had it happen in a run like this the other day. So I was like, hey, Violet's really not looking too hot. Better get another pair of gauntlets. Because this is the fight where like they can run out and it's really annoying. You can do it like in most situations, but you're probably down to like your last charge on your relic sword, and it's just it's not very fun. So
Yeah, and that's not accounting for like accidentally missing or the RNG so bad that you miss or whatever.
yeah, exactly. All right, so Sedith is kind of blocking this door here. The really important thing about this battle, it's a little bit scary. You really have to try to like control the middle of the battlefield because everything that's coming down the middle, if you don't pick it off, it will end up charging Edelgard down at the bottom and taking her out. And oh, by the way, she's still level 1. We have deliberately kept her at level 1 for the entire first half of the run here, which is exactly what we want to do for reasons that I will explain in just a moment. But this battle's on a timer. When you get to turn, I believe it's 12, Rhea will appear at the top here. And yeah, hi Rhea. Meet my glowing sword that you gave me. All right, so we've made our way through the first half of the run here. Although really, like in terms of the number of battles, we're well past the halfway point. We're actually still, even with all those issues I had, if I don't have any major issues in the battles here in the second half, I still should finish under estimate. So fingers crossed for that. But we are getting to the time skip here, and everybody is advanced. The story is advanced 5 years into the future. Mechanically, the really important thing that happens here is Edelgard goes from whatever level you had her at pre-time skip, she advances to level 20. And the way that you get a super overpowered Edelgard in the second half of the run is you keep Edelgard at level 1 until you get to this point. And the reason why has to do with the way the job system and the stat allocations work. What the game does when you get to this point is it gives Edelgard an advanced job. I believe it's Armored Lord for her. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's like Armored Lord. But it assigns that job to her at level 1, and then it gives her 19 more levels at that advanced job. And since the advanced job has a greater chance to get certain stat increases when you level up, you're going to end up with a Edelgard that if you had, let's say, gone to the time skip at level 10, you would not get nearly as powerful of a unit as you do if you do it this way. All right, so she's got the bare minimum of speed. Whoops. I guess I can't say that I'm surprised. Oh my gosh, get out of that menu. I'm trying to make Lindhart a bishop. And that's just for safety. It guarantees that he has the amount of magic I need him to have later on if he was, for some reason, deficient. He was exactly where I needed him to be. You need him to have 16 magic, so that's fine. And he'll auto-level to 16 magic if you don't have it, so.
That's a swanky outfit.
It's also a very cool outfit, yes. All right, this is also like the most, in terms of, if you're a fan of menuing, if you like RNG speedrun, or RPG speedruns, if you like RNG speedruns, this is also the game for you. But no, if you like RPG speedruns, you probably really like it when people do menuing, because that's usually a pretty big part of a lot of different kinds of speedruns, but particularly RPG speedruns. So I don't claim to be amazing at these menus, but this is like the most intense menuing section of the run right here. Basically resetting everything for the second half of the run. So there's a lot of stuff I have to do.
Yeah, outside of like the actual RNG, if you like RNG, in fights, a lot of the magic of any RPG is all within the menuing. You just do everything in the menus and then magic happens.
Yep.
As someone who runs many really, really long RPGs and knows a lot of menus, the magic is in the menus. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And by the way, having a dock open, there's no shame. there's never shame for having a dock open to remember your menus, because I have one for every game I run.
Oh, definitely not. I just wish I could get my fingers to hit the right buttons a little more reliably, but you know what? It's fine. This is actually going just fine.
Is that the one?
It's a little early for fingers to work.
Oh, no kidding. You are not joking.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Is that the one?
All right, here we go.
Come back.
Will be.
So yeah, Edelgard is basically a house now. The other thing that happened is Edelgard got a special axe that we're not going to use it all this battle. We'll use it next battle. It's called Amir. Amir has a special combat art, which is kind of like a special attack. And the special attack that Amir has gives you an extra turn. So having extra turns, again, kind of like when we talked about the dance mechanic a little bit ago, having extra turns is amazing and wonderful, and we'll be abusing that weapon skill throughout the entire rest of the run. We need to use it strategically because of that weapon durability system. Amir starts out with 20 charges of durability, and each time I use that special attack, it takes 4 durability. So I can use it 5 times. I will at one point be able to farm an item that will allow me to repair it for the final battle, and then I'll be able to use it 5 more times in the final battle. So we're gonna use that sword or that axe to its absolute peak potential. And it's going to really carry us through the vast majority of the second half of the run here. So,
When I have time to read a donation, can you let me know?
absolutely, this is a good time for a donation.
Heck yeah. I have a $50 donation from Higoset. Hey, Blaze. The run's been great so far, so I felt it would be a crime to not donate. This money is going towards the fund to add pizza to Garrick Mock. What? That's not an incentive? Fine, then let's make Demery play as Mercedes and Odin Spear.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Higo. I really appreciate that. And yes, we do need a pizza in the Garrick Mock cafeteria.
We need a better pizza, because we know they all started out with the little square cardboard ones that we all had.
Oh man, I love the square. I love the square pizza though. Like, it's so nostalgic. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat it now, but I
was gonna say, I hope you would not want to eat it, Blaze. Like,
who am I to deprive today's youth of the joys of my childhood?
The cardboard pizza where you hope that there wasn't just cheese left.
Yes. We have we were talking a little bit ago about save or kill the animals. We have a very important decision to make in this battle, because we're going to be facing off against Claude, and we need to decide if we want to save or kill Claude. So I'm going to try to watch chat for just a second as I'm getting into this battle. But if you have a preference between save or kill Claude, go ahead and put that in now. You can let me know which one is winning.
I'm reading it. Save is up by 1.
Okay. I'm gonna abstain from sharing which one is faster, because I don't want to.
Save is up by 2. You can only vote once, by the way. I see you, Lori. You only vote once.
All right, so there's our first of those special weapon skills. I'm not sure if I said what it's called. It's called Raging Storm. So we used Raging Storm there, and now we're going to get an extra turn. And hey, we're already across the entire map. Hi, Claude.
We're still at save, up by 1.
Okay. All right, and we are going to spare the Claude. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Sparing Claude is also the fastest option, so that's cool. I appreciate that. It's not like Super Metroid. You were rewarded for being a good person and a speedrunner.
Your vote only counts once, Lori. You can't just spam kill, because then I would just spam save and or just ban you. So I...
Lori with that sass. Okay, we only have 4 battles left in the entire run, and this next one is potentially one of the scarier ones. We'll see how it goes. This Edelgard looks like she has been working out pretty buff and swole, so I'm really hoping we don't run into any issues. But I also don't want to jinx it, because, you know, speedruns, marathons, all that stuff. So We'll see how it goes. But I'm hopeful. We get new classroom questions, by the way, in the second half of the run as well. So again, it's the same thing as before. We want to dispense horrible life advice so that we don't over-level. We don't get too smart, too notoriously good at professoring. I think that's a verb.
Yeah, we'll make it one.
I'm finding.
So, all right.
I mean, there's a word for it already, but making new words is fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Normally we
All
would
right.
just say teaching, but...
Mm-hmm. All right, so in this battle, we are defending Garreg Mach from invaders. We've had a few battles. I don't know how many commanders the maximum we've had so far, but all the rest of these battles that we have now, they're kill the commander battles, but there's multiple commanders. So this battle is going to have 3 different commanders that we have to fight, and then I think the 2 after this both have like 5. So it's pretty wild. But we'll get through it. Raging Storm will help. We're still using Stride. The other thing about Stride and extra turns, I didn't mention this earlier, but if you do Stride and then give your character an extra turn, they get to keep that Stride bonus. So, you know, you get to move a lot more, even more. So, we're going to come down here and start using our Raging Storms. Here's the first one on the first commander in the middle of the map here. So far, so good. And then we're going to come down here. There's Sethith again. Same thing. And we're going to really hope he doesn't get a critical in. Ooh, that's not looking too great. All right, we'll see how this goes. This part's not the problem. I'm going to have to survive a turn after this. So that is potentially the concern. But I'm going to go up here and hopefully not die. Okay, I didn't die. Now I have to kill Eloise without dying, which again, looks like it might not work. We'll see. Hey, we did it. All right. Nice. I need to get this training axe out of my inventory, and we are good. All right. The nice thing, I have a weapon that I use there called the Brave Axe. There's a whole series of brave weapons that you get in the second half of the game. And there's literally a mechanic in Fire Emblem called the Brave Mechanic. All gauntlets have it, which is really nice. And then the brave weapons later on have it. They give you an extra attack per round. So if you attack with the Brave Axe, and you have high enough speed, you'll get 2 attacks before the enemy gets to counterattack, and then you'll get 2 attacks afterwards. So they're very, very good, needless to say. Yeah, one tricky battle down. Really 2 to go. The final battle in this route is not particularly difficult, so we got 2 more scary moments that we're gonna be hoping go well, and then should be on to the grand finale. Also, happy birthday, Jaritza. I don't know if anybody caught it earlier. I sold my tea leaves. In the second half of the run, if you have tea leaves in your inventory, when you get to somebody's birthday, it gives you the option to do a tea party. I have lost PB attempts to accidentally clicking into a tea party when I didn't mean to.
Oh no!
So now whenever I'm doing speedruns, I take like the 2 seconds it takes to do that extra little bit of menuing and just sell my tea leaves, because then if you don't have the ability to make tea, the game doesn't give you the option to do the tea party, which is what we want. So
that's very smart, actually.
I mean, it's, again, like in a perfect world, you know, you wouldn't need to do it. But for me, it's kind of like a once bitten, twice shy sort of reaction, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is kind of an interesting battle. There's a lot going on here. We're going to need to use everybody, really, in these next couple battles. We're going to need to really use everybody here. This battle has, again, 5 commanders that we're going to need to kill. So it's going to take a team effort, and we're going to need some stuff to go right. We're going to grab a new battalion for this fight and the next fight that gives the ability Blessing. Blessing is essentially a re-raise, which will help us I don't need to do that. It will help mitigate some of that risk. So Sylvain is going to get it first here for this fight. And then I also need to buy a battalion for Jritza because he doesn't have anything yet. And he's going to need that in the next battle. All right. This is also the battle where we are going to get the shiny rocks that are needed to repair Amir for the final fight. So that's the most important combat of the entire battle right there. Oh, shoot. And I forgot one thing. Heck. I needed to reclass Edelgard back onto her Wyvern. So always forgetting something. Sorry, everybody. So let's just take a second. This isn't nearly as bad as the thing I messed up earlier with the social cutscene, so. Here we go. Okay, and let me just make sure everybody's in the right spot still. All of the inventory stuff should have kept, so. Yep, okay, we're good. It's my favorite little one-liner from Jritza there. It's definitely become its own meme where he's like, I live. I don't know if he was the one that started it, but it's pretty good that it's in the game.
For the Empire.
All right, so Edelgard's going to take out this guy, Rodrigo, who's Felix's dad, actually. So sorry about that, Felix.
What's the plan?
Edelgard is also going to come over here and take out this guy. We got a new axe at the end of the last battle called Axe of Zoltan that has that armor breaking ability that I used earlier on. And we're going to use it on him because he is heavily armored, and then he will not be able to counterattack us.
Understood.
And the rest of this is just going to be kind of moving everybody else into position here
I'm awake.
for the next couple rounds. And the next thing we have to do here, we have to take out Felix. Felix is kind of a pain. It's going to almost certainly take 2 swings, but hopefully I can hit them. He's got like this special defensive ability that can basically just mitigate your attack, so hoping he doesn't do that. There we go. Oh, actually, hold on. I needed to do that differently. I need to take him out with Jritza. Good, he didn't miss. That's the blessing strat right there. I forgot to that I actually need Sylvain to do something other than dance for once, which you know you wouldn't think, but
What's the plan?
So oh no, not dance. He needs to use that re-raise there. Okay.
For the Empire.
All right, so then the thing that we have to do in this battle that is not killing the commanders is we have to break all 4 tiles on this golem-looking thing. It's fine. Right here, because that's how I'm going to get my shiny rocks to repair Amir later on.
That's my strategy.
Right, so there's one. Oh, geez, she got like a critical or something. That was scary. She looks like she has like 1 hit point left. Edelgard does. Fighting Ingrid over there. Pretty terrifying. Also, Byleth is also almost dead, but should be okay. Alright, so I just need to use Shamir to break these last 2 tiles. There's one. There's my shiny rocks. Oh, I got gambited. That's not good.
Oh no.
Hold on. It's just I'm gonna have to like survive for 1 extra turn here. Which shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Can't fall just yet.
Hopefully. Edelgard can go hide up here where nobody can touch her, so that's good. But I need Byleth to live 1 more turn. Alright, we're good. And then just come on up here and take out Cornelia.
What's my strategy?
There we go. All right, now we have one more hard battle. And we're all set to go pretty much just to cruise on to that. Got a Felix fan in chat.
Felix.
I honestly don't know Felix's story very well, so I feel not in a place to comment on Felix as a character.
He's a little rough around the edges, but he comes around. He comes around very easily.
He strikes me as the brooding type, but brooding for like probably a pretty good reason.
Yeah, a very good reason actually. His backstory is actually very appropriate for his demeanor. Usually, you get people of Felix's demeanor, and you're like, oh, you're kind of edgy just to be, edgy. But no, he's got a reason. It's a very good reason. Well, not good, but
it's a reason.
Justifiable reason.
Is a valid reason, yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Happy birthday to everybody I've missed for the past 2 months of the calendar. Keep forgetting to look.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Okay. So this, again, battle, very difficult, lots of commanders to kill. Everybody's going to need to chip in, and hopefully they will. I'm going to move the Blessing Battalion onto Lindhart here at the beginning of the fight, because Lindhart is the one who has the sort of spare extra turn to cast re-raise on everybody this time. And then hopefully that will keep the team intact to do the things that we need to do, because there's a couple really nasty monsters running around, and if any of them get a critical on me, it can just completely mess up the fight. So, all right, let's go. Oh, hi, Dimitri. Dimitri's an emo pirate now, by the way. At least that's my that's what I believe him to be.
Oh yeah, backing that up.
Understood.
So I have to do everything in a very specific order here, because I'm gonna kind of get this stack of units here, and then here comes the re-raise. This is pretty new tech again. This was the Ragnar again, who figured out some new stuff that we could do to really mitigate a lot of the risk in the run, which is great, because definitely a lot of risk, particularly in the Black Eagles run. The other ones are a little bit more stable for a variety of reasons. All right, so we need to take care of Rhea here, and we're going to try to do that with some Raging Storms. Hopefully we'll take her out in one swing. We did not.
Tread carefully.
That's fine, though. Oh, except I just lost my battalion. That's not good.
You can't fall just yet.
This seems bad. I do not like this. I don't. Yeah. We're gonna have to do a little resetting here. Yeah, this battle's very difficult. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna do this in a slightly different order here.
Let's clean up.
Oh, that's weird. What? Okay. What happened here? That's weird.
Understood.
Usually the beast that went over there and attacked Edelgard
I'm awake.
attacks Sylvain, I believe. All right, so we get an extra RNG roll there. And let's try this again.
Strategy. For the Empire.
And a piece that I should.
Oh, heck. Yeah, this is a problem. I think I have another idea. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually retreat, and the reason why is before the battle, I'm gonna refresh my battalions. That will help. That will keep the run on track here. I know it looks like we're going to get really close to time. I might go a little bit over, but I swear once we get through this fight, it's going to be easy street. So I thought about refreshing my battalion as a safety thing before that fight, and I didn't. And I should have listened to my gut. Usually you don't do that, so I don't know like what the difference is this time, but this run's having some issues, man. I don't know. It's fine. Some of them are my own fault, so okay, we're good. Let's try this again. You lose stat and you lose if your battalion withdraws, that's like really, really bad. So
Well done.
Understood.
so hopefully this will go better.
I'm awake.
For the Empire.
Whoops.
What's the plan?
What's my strategy?
That was Linthart. That was very odd looking. Okay.
Great.
Okay, now hopefully things will go the way they're supposed to. I even got an extra point of strength. That's pretty cool. All right. There we go. First try. That's just totally because of the battalion getting healed. All right, so we got 2 more Raging Storms here. And then hopefully we can just take out Dimitri before we do any of this other stuff. Aimer broke, that's fine. Aimer always breaks. Whoops, no combat art. There we go. Okay. Take that, Dimitri. Also, 46 strength is really good on Edelgard.
Tread carefully.
Okay, now we got to do the other stuff. Because there's 2 commanders left, and with any luck, they will just kind of crash themselves into my other units and take themselves out, so... If you leave Dedu, he turns into a giant monster and just completely ruins your day, so that's part of the strat there. All right, there's 1. Come on, Byleth, you can do it. Yay, all right. Good job, Blank. Those are the 2 things that we needed to have happen. All right, we're good. We are on easy street now. Much excite.
Very excited.
Yep.
I'm so absorbed. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Hope everybody else is entertained as well. You can see how fickle the speedrun is if things just don't go exactly according to plan. So, and some of that's RNG, some of that's been I've made a couple clumsy mistakes this run, but you know, it happens. As long as everybody's having a good time and enjoying the run and donating to the Trevor Project, that's really all that matters. So. We go straight to the final battle, by the way. We don't go back to Garreg Mach. So we are getting thrown straight into the last encounter here with the Immaculate One. And I need to repair Amir. We need that. Kind of important. And then I need Shamir over there, and we are good to go.
Let's clean up. I'm great for the Empire.
The final boss in each of the 3 house runs is really cool, and the Black Eagle's final boss is no exception. You are about to meet the Immaculate One. I will not spoiler who the Immaculate One actually is. But we are just dumping all of our Raging Storms into the final boss here. Probably will not be able to kill the Immaculate One straight up, but yeah, we won't be able to. but very soon. Okay. Now we wait. It's our turn again. Hey, Sylvain didn't even die. Good job, Sylvain. Did I miss? Wait, what happened? I missed really horribly. Hold on. I need to do a reset here really quick, because that shall not stand. We definitely need to finish the fight this turn. No damage. That's not good. Okay. All right, Sylvain. Do something. Right. Let's try again. Wait, what?
For the Empire.
Weird. Oh, I wonder. Hold on. I wonder if there was a shield. There was an extra shield there that I hadn't finished off yet. I don't know yet. What the? No. Okay, hold on. Remember how I said this fight was not bad? I don't know what's going on here. Brave Axe. Oh yeah, there's another shield. Okay, so we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna heal. And wait. That is definitely a that's never happened before moment. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know. Oh, come on. Where's the other? Why does it still have a shield? Why is it not letting me counterattack? Oh gosh, I got gambited now.
No.
Okay. Yuck. I have 4 charges of Divine Pulse. Let's try something different. I'm gonna go back here. I don't want to move Byleth into danger. What about... Oh, I already used Lindhart too. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna equip my Silver Axe because it has better defense, and I'm going to heal. Come on, come on, come on. All right, let's heal again. We'll slog through this. We'll be okay. That's what the elixirs are for. Come on.
For the Empire.
Let's see, where is a good safe spot for me? Oh gosh, that is Catherine. Okay, we're gonna go hide over here. And, okay.
What's my strategy?
Let's do that. This is wild. I mean, I have not. Like I said, this is a that's never happened before for sure. So we're managing. We're making do.
You're doing it.
We're doing it. We're trying. Boy, this is scary because I almost need to. Oh my gosh, this is really bad because I have to like break a tile or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now my battalion went away. Holy cow. Okay, hold on. This... Oh my gosh. So now my battalion's gone.
Tread carefully.
So it's really close. Really close to getting this done. Let's try this. I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. Oh, that was a loud scream.
Can't fall just yet.
All right, I have one more. Gosh, come on. Okay. Keep the Brave Axe equipped. Use this elixir. Got gambited again.
I'm awake.
Okay, this is just this is not working.
If you need to reset the fight, that's fine. We have
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna reset the fight. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We totally have time. I am looking at the schedule, and we are technically with all the time adjustments we have, we are exactly on pace with the original schedule. So you have time. We'll
That's
make
cool.
it up again somewhere. So no big deal. Keep going.
Yeah. Like, of all the fights that I figured would go poorly, this is the one that would be lowest on that list. So I just don't, like I said, I'm like kind of shocked at this point. Okay, Amir is already recovered. Okay. Hopefully it'll go the way it's supposed to this time. That would be cool.
We got all the bad RNG out of the way. The good RNG has made room.
Exactly.
We got this.
Let's clean up.
Welcome to speedrunning Fire Emblem, everyone.
I'm great for the Empire. What's my strategy?
Okay.
What's the plan?
Raging
Sometimes
Storm.
it just be like that.
Yep.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay. Like, because this is also like a pretty good Edelgard. 48 strength is nuts. So I'm just now at 49. Even better. It's like one better.
What's better than 48? 49.
Exactly. Or 50. You know, 50 is also good. Okay. There's something else going on though, because like I'm not doing enough damage with that last Brave Axe swing. The same thing happened again there. That's really odd. Okay, can I do that? Okay, good. We might run into the same problem again here.
Go away, bad RNG. Shoot.
I know.
Get out.
And I got gambited again.
Tread carefully.
Crazy. All right. It's probably a speed issue, yeah. I think that's what it is. I think Chad is correct. Because I'm doing 2x. I'm doing 2x with the silver.
Oh yeah, because of the heavy armor ability.
I think that's all it was. That one little mistake earlier, like an hour ago. Yep, I think that's probably what it is. Heck. And I got gambited again. Okay. I need speed.
Must do the zoomies.
If I can just hang in there for a couple turns, I can chew through this, so I think I'm in a slightly better position than I was last time. Can't tell. Okay, that is broken. Well, I'm probably just sitting here getting wailed on now. Check out this cool angle I found.
That is a pretty good viewing
Careful.
angle.
Side view.
We can see everything.
Yeah, we're almost gone, or almost dead now. Come on.
For the
Come on,
Empire.
game. Almost there. So close. Move over here.
Mew mew. Let's go.
Come on. So close. Only has a couple hit points left.
Ah. And
No. Hey, we got it.
Yay!
Yay, very anticlimactic finish, but we did it. All right, that's time.
Oh,
That was time. Sorry, that was kind of quick. I was not expecting to kill the dragon. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Whew. So yeah, just for reference, I just PB'd this run on Thursday before the marathon, and my PB is a 126. So this was just this was a thing. This was a speed run, and this was a Fire Emblem speed run. I know I'm over time, so I don't want to take too much, but I do just want to say thank you to everybody who came out, who donated for the naming incentive, and watched the run, and just supports me and supports this event in general. It really means a lot. Thanks to Claris, Sunny Muffins, Kirby Masta, and Ragnar, and anybody else I missed for their work on the speedrun in the game. And I just really appreciate the opportunity to show it off for you all this morning. So thank you very much. We'll let the final cutscene play as long as the organizers want. And just thank you again for having me.
Please keep watching the cutscene. Oh, this cutscene's so good.
Pretty good one. I will say, as far as the ending cutscenes, Golden Deer is my favorite, but this one's probably my second favorite.
Is it over?
Yeah, both this one and the Golden Deer ending they're both very good.
Yeah. Dimitri's just weird. I love the Blue Lions run from a speedrun perspective, but Dimitri is so weird. Like, he kind of ruins the Blue Lions ending unless you're kind of into the whole emo pirate thing. IMO. Could be more furry. Things could always be more furry, Lori.
Oh, the look on her face when she's like, oh, she's alive. I love it.
Yeah. By the power of friendship and possibly slightly more than friendship.
Oh, this is definitely more than friendship. This is like, I ship them all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like the Edelgard relationship, like it is, you can technically do the same sex relationship option with Edelgard, but it's not the same. It's a little different. I'll just put it that way if you ever get a chance to check it out. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good rest of the marathon. And thanks again.
Thank you.